Once upon a time, a man approached the old Sage Eldrin seeking advice on controlling his emotions. He was struggling with anger and frustration and was desperate for a way to manage his emotions better. Eldrin smiled and asked him to sit down. He said, "I will tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a king who ruled a prosperous country. One day, he decided to visit a neighboring kingdom. He had heard that the king of that kingdom was famous for his wisdom. When the king arrived, he was welcomed with great honor. The wise king had prepared a grand feast in his honor. During the feast, the king noticed a fly in his soup. Disgusted, he ordered his servant to bring him another bowl of soup. The wise king saw this and said, "Your Majesty, please do not be angry. It was just a small fly. It does not matter." The king replied, "I cannot tolerate such things. Even a small fly can ruin my mood." The wise king smiled and said, "Your Majesty, allow me to give you a piece of advice. It is not the fly that ruined your mood, but your reaction to it. You have the power to control your emotions. Do not let them control you." The visiting king realized the wisdom in these words and returned to his kingdom. From that day onwards, he started practicing the art of not reacting to situations that would previously trigger his emotions. He found that he was able to maintain his composure in challenging situations and make better decisions. The old sage started narrating another story. There lived a young man named Michael. Michael was a very emotional person and often reacted impulsively to situations that upset him. He would get angry and say hurtful things, leading to arguments and hurt feelings. One day, Michael decided to take control of his emotions. He knew that his impulsive reactions were causing more harm than good, and he wanted to change. Michael started practicing mindfulness and meditation, which helped him become more aware of his thoughts and emotions. He also began practicing the art of not reacting. Whenever he found himself in a situation that would normally trigger his emotions, he would take a step back and take a few deep breaths. As he continued to practice, he found it became easier to control his emotions. Michael's friend was impressed and asked him how he learned to control his emotions. Michael shared his experience with mindfulness and the power of not reacting. He encouraged his friend to try it out, and his friend was grateful for the advice. The power of not reacting is a valuable lesson that we can all learn from. It takes practice and patience, but the rewards are well worth it. By controlling our emotions, we can improve our relationships, make better decisions, and live more fulfilling lives.